What's up everyone, welcome back. In this video, I want to be telling you all about a new, really exciting feature release that was released to Adobe XD this month. Now, this program is still relatively new to me. I've only just sort of picked it up, but I have to say it continues to surprise me every single month. The new feature is called Content Aware Layout, and essentially that allows us to add a padding to all of our component elements, and it will honor that padding no matter the size or the scale of it throughout your entire web or app composition. Let's think about web buttons as an example. So I know, and I'm sure many of you can relate to this, that when you're putting together buttons, you will assign a shape, whether it is a square, rounded corners, and then you will place a text layer on top, and that forms your button. But if you ever find yourself wanting to change the text in that button, you will then also have to manually change the width of the button background element as well. And that's because as designers are always striving for consistency. Well, all of that manual work has been completely thrown away, and Adobe XD have absolutely smashed it with their content aware layout. And if you're sitting there looking at me like, what the hell are you on about? Let me just show you. In Adobe XD, you can see that we have two elements here, but for now, let's just focus on this button. As you can see, currently it is your traditional style button. It has a shape and some text, and they are completely separate. And if I want to type into here, you'll see that it starts overflowing. The first thing that we're going to need to do is to transfer that into a component. So right click, go to make component, or press Command K. Once done, you'll see over on the components panel that it sits there. So I'm just going to relabel that to button. Now that this is a component, highlight it, you'll see the green box around it just to confirm that it is a component. And over on the right hand side, you'll see under layout that we have this padding feature. Now, if we turn that on, you'll be given a bunch of padding units, and it will tell you what is there already. And as you can see, it's pretty consistent. That is the first. So we've got 13 pixels on the top, and we've got 13 pixels on the bottom. You'll see a slight pink box. It's not too great sitting on top of the red, but hopefully you guys can see that. And then either side, we've got 20 pixels. Now with the padding layout option turned on, if we go back to the button and let's just delete some text, you'll see that the container element of the button is contracting with the text, which is awesome. And if we type some more, contact us today, the button is moving in line. So you no longer have to add text and then move the background component width to match the text. Now moving on from that, very similar thing, we've got another component, which is a card that I've created, and it has the padding applied to it as well. And if I just change the width of this, you'll see that the text inside is scaling as well. If I want to click on the text inside here and move that about, you can see that all of the paddings are honored still, and everything else is just expanding as it should. We can easily change the padding of this if we want to, just by clicking on the component and make some changes this end. So if we want to add like 60 there, that's going to chuck that out. And now if I bring that in, it's going to honor the 60 pixels padding on the right hand side. Mind blown. This update from Adobe XD again is just changing the game, and it's going to allow us as designers to continue improving and speeding up our workflow. It's going to allow us to improve consistency with all of our designs, and it's going to just allow everything to look professional. So hopefully you guys have learned something today. It was really nice and short, and I just really wanted to share this with you because I was super excited about it. If you have any questions, or if you have any tips that you want to share with me, I'd love to hear them. Just hit me up in the comments. If you like this video, just give it a thumbs up, and I'd really appreciate it if you hit that subscribe button. But for now, guys, I will catch you in the next one.